Hello and welcome back to Nikki Talks Trailers. I'm Nikki Limo and we have some trailers to talk. Today we're talking Annabelle, The Mummy, and King Arthur. Let's talk some trailers. By now you probably know the links to the full trailers are always in the description for your viewing pleasure. Check them out if you wanna. Let's get started. First up we have King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. In this movie we get to see Guy Ritchie's take on the classic tale and I could not be more excited. Gotta say, I was hoping for a little bit more kooky wizard and flustered owl in this trailer, but I'm guessing they're saving all the good parts for the movie, which is a great strategy. I can't help but notice how modern the fashion looks in this movie too. Like all the men are so fashionable. Everyone in this movie shops at Zara. And can I just say that I am so glad that they finally included the legendary British medieval elephant. He was left out of all the previous versions of King Arthur. It was almost like he was never part of the story. So frustrating. Next up we have Annabelle. And right off the bat with this trailer, can we just agree to stop buying creepy rundown old houses with no neighborhoods in the middle of nowhere? I feel like it never goes well for any of us. In this new trailer, we find out that Annabelle the doll is actually possessed by the ghost of the daughter of the family that lives there. The daughter, we find out, died tragically many years ago by getting hit by a truck outside of their home. Okay, I'm sorry, but you couldn't protect your daughter from the only car to ever drive past your house ever? You had one job. And by the way, if I had a ghost daughter that wanted to possess an object, I wouldn't have her possess the creepiest doll to ever exist. Instead, I would have her possess a disco light. That way, whenever she wants to get all weird and evil, it just turns into a party. Lastly, we have our trailer of the week, The Mummy. This trailer starts off with Tom Cruise being like, pew pew, boom boom, and then accidentally unleashing a hot mummy princess that had been buried for centuries. And then she chooses him to rain her evilness through and take over the world. Yikes, talk about girl problems, am I right? Do you think when they were pitching this movie, they were like, yeah, and then we're thinking we'll have a mummy come back from the dead and try to take over? And Tom Cruise was like, I like that idea, but how about make it a hot girl mummy? And she's like obsessed with me. And then I'm like, no, you're a mummy and you're evil. Because I think then we have a deal. We get to see a lot of the mummy girl with her face tattoos in this trailer, which made me wonder if face tattoos were edgy back in old Egyptian days too, or if they were like super mainstream and she was just trying to fit in with everyone else. Either way, she pulls it off really well. Which brings us to my favorite segment, Caption This. I asked you to caption this screenshot from the mummy on Twitter, and here's what you said. I said, no wire hangers. She is smoking hot. Ah, ha ha. What you say? I keep telling her the smoke alarm is not a cooking timer. When you don't give a crap for what's going on and you still turn up to your favorite beat. When you're having a bad hair day, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. When you get home from a night out and you can finally take off your heels. When you finally get home and can let one rip. Taco Bell farts. Come at me, bro. Ever get that not so fresh feeling? When you painted your nails and you're trying to make sure they don't catch on your clothes? And that's all we have for this week's episode of Nikki Talks Trailers. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Also follow me on Twitter at Nikki Limo. I ask you to caption things all the time and you could be featured in one of our episodes. Also, I'd just like to talk to you. I get lonely. Also, let us know in the comments what your favorite movie was today and I will see you next time. Bye.